Clerk does call the case. People versus Nani Wesley.
Good
afternoon, Your Honor. Sam Bernstein with and on behalf of Ms. Wesley. Nani, can you please state your name for the court?
Yes, my name is Nani Wesley.
And Your Honor, we're waiving the preliminary examination. I know there's a bond violation hearing that needs to be addressed.
Yes, you need to address that now.
Your Honor, she will be acknowledging and admitting to the bond violation. And hopefully I can say a few words after that.
Go ahead.
Your Honor, I did submit some documents to the court. Hopefully Your Honor has had a chance to review those. She's been treating with the Home of New Vision since about April of this year, and she attends AA meetings pretty regularly. Nevertheless, this is...
When did you send documents?
Yesterday, Your Honor.
Okay, go ahead.
That looks like one of them. She's been treating with Home of New Vision since April. She's going to AA quite a bit. It is a struggle, though, Your Honor, and she admits the struggle. She has gone back to Home of New Vision. She has spoken with them. She's told them about what's going on. They're giving her some things to do to redouble her efforts. I'll just give Your Honor a minute to read if you'd like.
Go ahead.
They've had her go out and get a sponsor. She's been working with a sponsor now. I've attached a letter from her, Your Honor. She's really been pushing Nani to get new strategies in place, new ways of dealing with things, new ways to address her thoughts and behaviors as it relates to drinking. And she appreciates that pushing from the sponsor, Your Honor, and she can tell you that as well.
Go ahead.
She has been putting in some very serious hard work, Your Honor. We're hoping that the court can take that into consideration and please give her a second chance at this, Your Honor. She went to Home of New Vision again this morning, and they hooked her up with a recovery coach. She gave me her card from her, and she says that they've been also giving her new strategies as well in dealing with this. So she does admit the violation, Your Honor. She is a bit ashamed of herself, given that she's trying to put in a serious track record to get to this point. But she's dealing with it as proactively as she possibly can.
Well, then when it was asked about, why didn't she just say what happened?
Freaked out, got nervous. There's no good excuses for it, Your Honor.
Well, but there were numerous times she could have, like a better term, just come clean on it. She didn't do it.
It's hard.
It's not like they just asked her once and they wanted her to take an ETG. And she sat there and skirted around all of that.
She got scared, Your Honor.
This wouldn't be anything.
Your Honor, the concern of the people here is that this is a true fourth OWI. Priors in 2005, 2015, and 2018. The alleged BAC at the time of the stop for this case was a .214, and we have a confirmed drinking event while she's on bond. The public safety risk defendant poses is extremely high. People are concerned that if she's not put on a SLAM, or if there are not other steps taken to make the public safe about what might happen. This event, fortunately, it seems like it is being taken seriously. History of the defendant with alcohol cannot be ignored by the people. We are requesting either a remand or a scram tether installation before she leaves this immediate vicinity.
How come she didn't take the ETG?
Right then and there, Your Honor.
Right
then and there, Your Honor. She did take the ETG. It came back to onsite.
At what point?
I don't know that, Your Honor. Yeah, you of course can talk when the court's ready for you. Yeah. Are you asking Ms. Wesley?
I'll hear from her.
Okay.
Your Honor, I did take it the same day that I was asked to take it. I wasn't in town. I told her I wasn't in town, and she said that I needed to take it which I did do. I came back to Ypsilanti to take it. I was not in the area.
I guess my question, you took it on what date?
The same day that she requested the 3rd.
Why didn't you tell her you did?
I did tell her, Your Honor.
When?
I told her,
What? Okay, let me ask this. Why was your story changing?
I was nervous when she called me, and I told her that I wasn't in the area right away. And she said, well, where are you? And I said, I'm out of the area. I'm up north. And she said, well, your device isn't up north. It's in Detroit. And I told her that I would come back if she needed me to. And she said, well, I can give you some places where you were at to test. And I said, I will try to make it back so I can do so. And I did do that. I did it the same day she asked me to.
Your Honor, if I may, the report that I received does indicate the testing was done at on-site, not community corrections. And I also have that same information, I think the court has as well, where the initial information that's provided by the defendant to community corrections is that she was up north and unable to do that. But that 20 minutes before this contact, GPS and SoberLink said she was in Detroit. And then the defendant said she didn't have it with her, SoberLink.
I didn't physically have it with me, Your Honor. I wasn't with the SoberLink. That's what she was asking me, the corrections officer. And I told her.
Where up north were you?
In Dryden, Michigan.
In where?
Dryden.
So, Your Honor, I mean, bottom line, she did come back to do the ETG knowing that it would be positive and knowing that this court would take that into account. She has been scrambling this past week to try to get things into place. I think with everything she's been doing since April, with what she's doing now in combination with the scram tether would keep her on track, Your Honor.
How is that going to keep her on track?
It'll make sure that she can't drink.
No, she can still drink.
Well, tell her she does.
I promise you.
Much like this did. And then when they call her on it, she starts all kinds of excuses, Mr. Allen.
I'm begging you, Your Honor, I will not. I have, at the time, did not have a sponsor in place. I have a sponsor now. I'm working with Home of New Vision on a weekly basis. I see the treatment coordinator. She did submit a letter to say that. I told her right away.
Ma'am, this is the 4th time. Then you get caught the 4th time. You're almost 3 times the legal limit. You get a bond. You're out. We put you on a SoberLink. You drink. Then when you're called on it, you begin this whole thing of going around it and everything. And that's what gets you into treatment.
Well,
So what you want me to do is you want me to take the chance of putting you on a scram tether, allowing you to get behind the wheel of a car, maybe having drank,
Your Honor.
and hurt or kill somebody. Not going to happen.
Your Honor, I won't do that. I have.
Bond revoked. Defendants remanded. I'll adjourn this out 1 week.
We are waiving the preliminary examination.
I'll
Your Honor.
adjourn it out 1 week. She can do the waiver then, but she's going to do this now. October 24th, 2024, 9 a.m.
I'll give you.
Court calls the case of the people versus Carla Berg.
Don on behalf of Ms. Bird, who approaches.
She's waiving her right to preliminary examination.
That is correct, Your Honor, and we would like to respond at the appropriate time.
Briefly, we'll be able to respond. Ma'am, you're waiving your right to preliminary examination?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand that's a proceeding where the people would have to show by probable cause that the offenses alleged were committed and that you committed them.
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand you'll not have that hearing. You'll proceed to circuit court for further resolution.
Yes, Your Honor.
People also waive their right. Preliminary examination having been waived, defendants bound over on both counts. Your turn.
Oh, thank you, Your Honor. I'm sorry. I was just writing that down. We acknowledge receipt of information. Wait for my reading stand mute at this time.
Defendant every way formal reading standing mute. Court will enter a not guilty plea. Pre-trial will be set for
October October 29th at 1:30 before the town meeting.
October 29, 2004, 1:30. As to bond.
As to bond, Your Honor, my client provides that she would be able to stay at Travis's stepmother's home in Clinton Township. She gave me an address for that. Mr. Bogan, I'm sorry, Travis. Travis is no longer in the area. He went back to Georgia. I know that when we did the violation hearing, some of this stemmed on initiation of contact from him with the one of the alleged victims in this matter. He is not going to be an issue in this case anymore. She's asking for an opportunity to be out, at least on home confinement. Your Honor, she is pregnant. She advises she's not getting the best nutritional care at the jail. Certainly, she provides that she would be fine with the home confinement. I'm concerned about her stress levels in the jail. I understand that last we were here, we discussed that on the record somewhat, so I'm not going to go into too much detail about that. She does have an OBGYN appointment on the 15th of November she would like to be able to go to, however. So I'm just asking for an opportunity for her to be on home confinement. Again, she's not going to have she has no problem not going to the football games. That's not going to be an issue for her anymore. The preliminary testimony provided that there was no contact between the two of them. I know that there won't be regardless. She's not going to be putting herself in a situation where Chloe could show up at a home where she happens to be at either, because she would be out of the area entirely.
Response.
I'll try to keep it brief, Your Honor. Your Honor, this court proceeded over bond violation hearing. I wasn't here for that, so Your Honor is more aware of the details than I am. But what I do know is that there was at least 2 clear violations. Minor victim involved who is already scared, already had to witness something terrible at the hands of this defendant, already is in a horrible situation with her father because of the defendant. This defendant is a grown woman. She needs to start acting like it and stop blaming other people. She has made decisions, despite this court's orders, to go to events that are related to the school of this minor child victim. Her attitude has been very poor regarding this matter. She has not taken responsibility by way of at least changing her behavior. I understand we're in an active pending case, so she's limited in that regard. I completely understand that. But to sit here and try to blame someone else, I have no doubt that this Travis person is doing a horrible job being a father and is doing a horrible job mitigating this situation. However, we don't have jurisdiction over him. We certainly don't have jurisdiction over Chloe, the minor child involved. And she should not be held responsible for avoiding this defendant. There is no reason she was at those football games at all. And I have little doubt that she would continue this behavior. And I'm not sure exactly if I picked up on it correctly, but it sounds like she's going to be staying with family members of the victim because that is the biological child of Travis. So I'm not sure how that would make any sense.
I don't think it's going to work. And I hear you. And I listened to Chloe and heard everything from it. I'm not even sure why this is being raised again, because it's not going to happen. Motion for bond reduction denied. Bond will continue. I have a plea form that indicates she's going to be pleading guilty to an added count 2 of animal cruelty, 2 to 3 animals, a 1-year offense. Upon a successful plea to that charge, count 1 would be dismissed. I don't know what all this other stuff is. Restitution is waived, no delayed or deferred, and defendant must surrender all rights to all of the animals. Defendant cannot own animals while on probation. And the Humane Society of Huron Valley can do home checks to assure that.
Thank you.
That's the court's full understanding.
That's a correct statement, Your Honor. And just for the record, the restitution amount as of today is just under $107,000 that the Humane Society is willing to waive.
I don't know what she said.
In regard to what apologize.
Hold on. She said the restitution amount is just under 107,000, which the Humane Society is willing to waive.
And the surrender of the animals, the Humane Society will be bringing her the surrender forms, the forfeiture forms for all animals today. She has 24 hours from today's date. Basically, she'll be signing them in the presence of the Humane Society. That has to be done within 24 hours of now, or else we'll be moving to withdraw from this plea agreement.
Will the Humane Society come here so I can sign them in front of them?
Yes.
Okay.
They're
And how many-
come here or the facility you're going to?
There were 6 animals, and they will be bringing her 6 forfeiture forms.
I didn't own the cat. Does that matter?
You what?
That you have to ask him, not me.
I
could
didn't
not
own
hear you,
whatever, I did not own whatever cat they were talking about. I don't know what cat it was, and I didn't own any, so
It doesn't
I can't
matter. She'll
really-
still have to sign them.
what?
That's, so, Ms. Lindo, the prosecutor explained to me that because these cats were found on your property, you have to sign that you're not wanting to keep them.
Them,
Whoa.
is it more than one?
Whose cats are they?
They appear
Nature.
to be feral cats, Your Honor.
What?
They appear to be
They
feral. Your Honor.
belong to the neighborhood. They go from barn to barn.
Okay.
In addition, the Humane Society will be coming out to her home daily now with live traps to remove the feral cat colony that is currently living on her front lawn.
They are not there now.
They'll be coming out to make sure, but just so she knows, the Humane Society will be at her house every day now.
Okay. So, folks, is this ready for a plea?
The animals, it is ready for a plea. The animals were removed from the Humane Society. They have them in their care. The feral cats are additional now. So they're ready to do what they need to do to get them off of her property.
Got it.
They aren't there. There's no cats to get.
Wonderful. Then they will confirm that and on we go.
Is that everything?
Yes, I'll stop talking now. Thank you.
And I can confirm that is everything, Your Honor.
Ma'am, if you could please raise your right hand.
I'm gonna hold it up.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I have a little difficulty with that because I'm going to plead to things that I know are not true.
They're asking if you're gonna tell the truth.
I'm going to tell the truth, so help me God.
You can put your hand down. Ma'am, it's this court's understanding that you're going to be pleading guilty to the charge of animal cruelty 2 to 3 animals. That is a misdemeanor punishable by up to 1 year incarceration, a $2,000 fine plus court costs, up to 300 hours of community service, or a combination of any of those penalties. You understand that, ma'am?
No. Am I accepting those penalties?
But you have to say that you understand that you could be given those penalties. You could be.
Okay, I understand that I could be given those penalties.
Okay, you understand that those are the maximum penalties, ma'am?
They're the maximum penalties.
Yes.
All right. And understanding that, do you still wish to plead guilty?
Do I wish to plead?
Do you still wish to plead guilty, understanding that those are the maximum penalties that can be given?
Because I'm not sure I realize and I appreciate who's ever helping her. However, I'm not sure she's understanding what I'm saying.
Yes, Your Honor, may we approach for a moment?
Sure. Okay, record should reflect we've had a bench conference in this case. Ms. Lindblade,
Yes.
what I'm going to do is I'm going to adjourn this matter out 1 week. Okay? And your attorney will be in touch with you.
What's the purpose of that? I can't plead guilty now?
No, your attorney is gonna call you.
Your attorney will call you.
Okay.
And you can blame it on me because under the circumstances, I don't know that I would accept your plea today.
So he wouldn't accept your plea. So say, okay, you're gonna go to
Not
court again.
today.
Okay, court a different day.
Okay, so I'm gonna put it out 1 week to the 24th. And then we'll get in touch with your attorney and then we'll see exactly where we are on that, okay?
Okay,
All right, thank you, ma'am. Bond continued.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.